actually use standard-based grading for one of my math class. And in that class, I have a student who is struggling with different contents, and then because he has several gaps. And while I was using the standard-based grading, I was able to pinpoint out which particular standard line he was struggling at, and I was able to just focusing on those standards more.
I think that standards-based assessment is really helpful in foreign language. It's been really useful in my Spanish classes for me to know exactly where the students are in their learning, whether they need to improve in listening, speaking, reading, writing, and the students know exactly where they are as well and what area they need to work harder to improve in. So it's been really useful.
Because philosophically, I feel like grades should show what a student actually knows. Through standards-based grading, we can see what they know, how they got there, and where we still need to go. In an age dominated by that edubabble of database instruction, I want my students' education to be data-informed, getting the most out of all of our recent resources, packing the most punch. I've already gotten to see this through all the collaboration that we've had, as well as diving into what students really need to know in my classes.
In the past, in my grading, I've always had to worry about other issues than just the standards, stuff like whether or not they're dressed out, their participation, or their effort level. And so now, as we introduce the standards-based grading, it's so much easier to just evaluate them on that benchmark. And those other things that we had to worry about in the past are looked at in a different light, in a different area. And so now we can really focus on whether or not the student's achievement in that specific benchmark has been met, and it gives a true idea of where they are in the class within their grade level.
我觉得 standards-based 对学生的好处在于说，他可以透过评分知道自己现在在哪一个 benchmark 上面是比较强的，哪一个是比较弱的，然后针对特别弱的部分进行加强。那不会就会比较有方向，知道说他应该怎么准备他这一门功课，然后让他在这门功课上面学习是比以前更有方向性、更有目标性，然后更知道自己目前在哪一个 level， 然后可以帮助自己在这门学科上真的知道自己学到了什么。
The standards-based grading system is a really powerful grading system because it allows us to know what improvements we need to make with our learning career and have a better understanding of where we're at in our knowledge in each subject. And in the traditional grading system, I only saw numbers and letters. It didn't tell me what exactly I needed to improve on. But with standard-based grading system, I know exactly the areas I need to improve on, which is...
Grading has really helped me focus my teaching. It's also given my students a very clear goal to work towards. Next generation science standards are all skill-based, and so when we talk about and revisit these benchmarks, students know exactly what skill they need to do and the content that goes into it. So it's actually improved my teaching a lot more.